So this past Tuesday and Wednesday, the Los Angeles Lakers met up with the Oklahoma City Thunder on Tuesday, and then the Dallas Mavericks on Wednesday. Luka Doncic's first time returning to Dallas after the stunning trade that left everyone shocked, especially Luka Doncic. And it showed in his emotions. But I will get to that after recapping this Thunder game that they played on Tuesday. Obviously, they beat down the Thunder on Sunday, and the Thunder came out for revenge on Tuesday, but the Lakers were answering every punch until Luka Doncic got ejected. He was talking to a fan. An official thought he was talking to him, so he teed him up. That was the second technical of the game. He got ejected. After that ejection, the Thunder went on a big run and ran away with the game. And the league actually took away that ejection the next day, but obviously it's not going to give the Lakers the win that they could have had if Luka Doncic stayed in the game. So very frustrating night to say the least for the Lakers. Um, Final score is 136 to 120. This loss got the Lakers to 48 and 31 on the year, and this win got the Thunder to 65 and 14 on the year. Um, for the Lakers, the leading scorer was LeBron James. He ended with 28 points on 8 of 16 from the field, 3 of 6 from deep, 9 of 10 from the free throw line, and also had 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Did have 6 turnovers though, so definitely got to clean up the turnovers moving forward if you're LeBron James. Luka Doncic before his ejection ended with 23 points on 7 of 15 from the field, 3 of 7 from deep, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, and also did 3 rebounds and 5 assists as well as a block. Then Austin Reeves was the second leading scorer for the Lakers, ending with 24 points on 6 of 12 from the field, 4 of 7 from deep, 8 of 12 from the free throw line. So he was very aggressive, getting to the line a lot. Um, he also had it with 5 rebounds and 5 assists. Did have 4 turnovers himself, though. So both him and LeBron James have to clean up their turnovers moving forward if they want to. Because turning it over as a team is okay, but when two of your players combine for 10 of I believe your 15 turnovers as a team, 18 turnovers as a team, that's not a recipe for success. So both of those players definitely have to work on taking care of the ball moving forward. To round out the starting five was Dorian Finney-Smith. He started it in the place of Rui Hachimura because Rui Hachimura still isn't, well, the Lakers still aren't comfortable with him playing back-to-backs with that knee tendinopathy that's going to be bothering him for the rest of the year. So they give him a night off when they can. So he got the night off against the Thunder on Tuesday, then returned on Wednesday against the Mavericks. Finney-Smith and Rui Hachimura's played really well. I think it was 12 points on 4 of 8 from the field, all from deep. And he also added 2 rebounds and 2 assists as well as a block. And then Jackson Hayes rounded out starting five as he always does, ending with 7 points on 3 of 4, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and also added 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. Off the bench, there wasn't much off the bench for the Lakers. The leading scorer was actually Jared Vanderbilt. He ended with 8 points on 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, and also added 12 rebounds and an assist as well as 2 blocks. He was everywhere for the Lakers against the Thunder, and he made a big impact off the bench. And that is what the Lakers need him to continue to do because he's not in there to score necessarily, but when he gets easy layups, obviously you want him to make those, and he should make those as an NBA player, which he did against the Thunder. And he just needs to make the hustle plays that he is in there to do. He just brings a jolt of energy every time he checks in for the Lakers. So that's all the Lakers need him to continue to do to make a big impact in these final 2 games for the Lakers and in the playoffs, especially. The second leading scorer for the Lakers was actually Jordan Goodwin off the bench. He ended with 6 points on 2 of 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from deep, and also had 4 rebounds and an assist. And then Gabe Vincent really struggled, ended with 5 points on 2 of 7 from the field, 1 of 6 from deep, and also had 2 assists and a steal. And Dalton Connect was the only other player to get efficient minutes off the bench. Didn't really do much in those minutes, though. In the 14 minutes he played, he really he's the one who checked in for Luka Doncic, so that's why he played 14 minutes instead of the normal 5 that he's been playing as of late. Um, Connect ended with 3 points on 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from deep, and also did 3 rebounds. And then since it was a blowout, there was a lot of garbage time minutes to go around. Christian Koloko, Trey Jemison the third, and Shake Milton all got 2 minutes of garbage time play. And Jemison scored 1 basket and also added 1 rebound. and then Christian Koloko hit two free throws and added one rebound, and then Shake Milton didn't score, but he did add a rebound to his stat sheet. And the reason Bronny James wasn't getting any garbage time minutes was because he was actually out this game, I believe, with a knee injury. Overall, the Lakers shot 46% from the field, 45% from deep, 75% from the free throw line, got there 37 times, making 28. So definitely got to get that percentage up. I'd say 80% or above as a team is where you want to be on free throws. So definitely got to get that percentage up, move forward for the Lakers, and got to take better care of the ball. But as I said, mainly it was Austin Reeves and LeBron James who turned it over. They combined for 10 of the 18. So those two really have to work on taking care of the ball, and the rest of the team has to work on it as well in order to cut those down, move forward. For the Thunder, obviously, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander was leader as he always does, as he always is for this team. He ended with 42 points on 14 of 26 from the field, 5 of 9 from deep, 9 of 11 from the free throw line, and also had 6 rebounds and 6 assists, as well as a block. Jalen Williams was the second leading scorer, bouncing back from a horrific game on Sunday against the Lakers. He ended with 26 points on 11 of 21 from the field, 1 of 4 from deep, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, and also had 4 rebounds and 4 assists. And then Lou Dort was actually the third leading scorer. Very rare that that's the case, but he was knocking down open shots left and right against the Lakers, and the Lakers kept leaving him open because they were going to live with him making the shots over Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and Jalen Williams. And Lou Dort kept hitting them. He ended with 17 points on 6 of 11 from the field, 5 of 8 from deep, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, and also had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. And then Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren ran out the starting five as they always do. Holmgren ended with 14 points on 5 of 12 from the field, 2 of 3 from deep, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, and also had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. And Isaiah Hartenstein ended with 8 points on 4 of 7 from the field, and also had 15 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks himself. Off the bench, the leading scorer was actually Kason Wallace. He ended with 11 points on 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from deep, 0 of 1 from the free throw line, and also had 2 rebounds, an assist, and 2 steals. Alex Caruso was the second leading scorer, ending with 9 points on 4 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from deep, and also had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. And then the other players to get efficient minutes were Isaiah Joe and Aaron Wiggins, excuse me. Um, Isaiah Joe ended with 3 points on 1 of 1 from the field, and from deep, that's the only shot he took. And he also had a rebound and an assist. Then Aaron Wiggins ended with 3 points on 1 of 4 from the field, all from deep, and also had 4 rebounds and 2 assists. Overall, well, there was actually Kenrich Williams also got efficient minutes off the bench. He ended with 3 points on 1 of 2 from the field and 1 of 1 from deep, along with 1 rebound. And then the garbage time minutes players didn't do much for the Thunder. Um, Adam Flagler shot 1 3, missed it, and didn't add anything else. And then Jones, Dylan Jones, didn't add anything, didn't even take a shot in his 2 minutes. And then Brandon Carlson, ended with 0 points and shot 2 threes and missing them all. He did add an assist though. Overall, the Thunder shot 50% from the field, 48% from deep, 70% from the free throw line. So both teams really struggle from the free throw line. Both teams have to work on that moving forward. As I said, you would want to be at 80% or above. If I were the coach, that's what I would be harping on. Um, and then they didn't turn over at all. They really struggled turning over on Sunday, which is why the Lakers were able to dismantle them. But on Tuesday, really harped on not turning the ball over. They only turned it over 6 total times. And that is what the Thunder do. They force turnovers on opposing teams, but they take great care of the ball on the offensive side. And that is why they have been so dynamic this season and will be a tough out come playoffs. For the Thunder, obviously with a 1 seed locked up in the West, they will most likely rest their players for the final 2 games, and we'll see what they can do come playoffs. And then for the Lakers, as I said, they played the Mavericks on Wednesday, and that is the game I will pull up right now. So as I said, very emotional night for Luka Doncic coming back to Dallas, a team that he never wanted to leave, but they had other plans for him. They had a tribute video at the beginning of the game, and he could not hold back his tears. He was really struggling to not ugly cry per se. His bottom lip was quivering, and his you could tell he was very upset. But he used that as fuel. He absolutely went off against his former team. He ended with 45 points on 16 of 28 from the field, 7 of 10 from deep, 6 of 9 from the free throw line, and also had 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. He had 31 points alone in the first half, and he led the Lakers to a 112 to 97 win over his former team. With this win, the Lakers clinched a playoff berth, a top six seed, with a win tonight against the Houston Rockets, who are resting most of their starters because of the fact that they have clinched the two seed. The Lakers can clinch the three seed with a win tonight. Just a outstanding turnaround under the leadership of JJ Redick. Because the Lakers since 2021 have been in the play-in tournament. Now they're not in the play-in tournament. They will be able to get a week's rest for a 40-year-old LeBron James and a banged up Luka Doncic, and that will be a scary sight for the rest of the NBA. Um, Outside of Luka Doncic, LeBron James had a masterclass fourth quarter. He went into the fourth quarter with 14 points, ended the game with 27 points. He could take a back seat for the first three quarters, and then when the Lakers need him most, he just flips that switch because he has his all his energy saved to do so, and that is what having Luka Doncic has done to LeBron James, not only on the offensive side, on the defensive side as well. And that showed big time against the Mavericks when the Lakers needed it most. LeBron, as I said, ended with 27 points on 11 of 20 from the field, 0 of 4 from deep, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, and also had 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Third leading scorer was actually Rui Hachimura. He played really well, ending with 15 points on 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 7 from deep, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and also had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. And then Austin Reeves, he had been playing great basketball as of late, so I'm not mad that he had a bad game. It was bound to happen eventually. Just hope he bounces back tonight against the Houston Rockets. Reeves ended with 11 points on 4 of 10 from the field, 1 of 5 from deep, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and also had 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. And Jackson Hayes didn't play much because the small ball lineup was really torching the Dallas Mavericks. Um, but in his 14 minutes, Jackson Hayes ended with 3 points on 1 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from deep, and also had 5 rebounds and 2 steals. Off the bench, there wasn't much off the bench. Dorian Finney-Smith really struggled. He had 2 great games against the Oklahoma City Thunder, but as I said, with Austin Reeves, bound to have a bad game. Dorian Finney-Smith was bound to have a bad game. Luckily, Luka Doncic and LeBron James picked up both of their slack along with Rui Hachimura. Finney-Smith ended with 5 points on 2 of 8 from the field, 1 of 6 from deep, and also had 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Outside of Finney-Smith, there wasn't much. No one outside of no one outside of Finney-Smith had more than 2 points. Gabe Vincent had 2 points. Dalton Connect had 2 points in 2 minutes, his garbage time minutes, and Jared Vanderbilt had 2 points. In 13 minutes, Vanderbilt went 1 of 4 from the field and also had 5 rebounds on assist and 2 steals. In 17 minutes, Gabe Vincent went 1 of 5 from the field, 0 of 3 from deep, and also had a rebound. As I said, Connect got 2 points on 1 of 1 from the field in his 2 garbage time minutes. And Bronny James did play, ending with a 1 assist. It was actually 2 Dalton Connect, and then George Emerson played but didn't do anything in his garbage time minutes. Overall, the Lakers shot 46% from the field, 33% from deep. They shot lights out from deep against the Thunder in both games, so it was bound to have a fall off was bound to happen eventually. That was against Dallas, but luckily they were still able to get the win. 76% from the free throw line still, getting there 21 times, making 16. Got to get that to 80% or above. That's the one thing I'd be harping on if I was JJ Redick. Did a better job of keep taking care of the ball though. Only 9 turnovers, and that is what they're going to have to do the final few games along with in the playoffs if they want to continue to play at the high clip they've been playing at. For the Mavericks, The leading scorer was not Anthony Davis. It was actually Najee Marshall. He ended with 23 points on 9 of 14 from the field, 2 of 5 from deep, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and also had 4 rebounds, 8 assists, and a steal. Um, he has been a huge bright spot for the Mavericks down the stretch without Kyrie Irving. He has stepped up big time, and before Anthony Davis came back, he was filling in beautifully for Anthony Davis, and he's earned himself a starting role even with Anthony Davis back in the lineup because of how well he's been playing. So the Mavericks will need him to continue to play this well in order because they are play-in bound. So in order to win the 2 games they need to make the playoffs, Najee Marshall is going to have to play as well as he has been as of late. Speaking of Anthony Davis, he really struggled against his former team. Um, I'm not sure if it was a mental thing or not, but the Lakers also had a very good game plan. They fronted him, making it very hard for the Mavericks to get him the ball every time he posted up. A defender was fronting him, a guard, a small forward, who didn't matter who it was. They were fronting him, and then the weak side defender would come and help um, to deter of throw in because if they tried to throw it in, the weak side defender obviously could have gotten a steal, and it worked to perfection, really limiting Anthony Davis. So great game plan by JJ Redick and his staff, and a great execution by the players on that game plan as well. Anthony Davis ended with 13 points on 5 of 13 from the field, 0 of 2 from deep, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, and also had 11 rebounds and 6 assists as well as a block. Did have 4 turnovers, so definitely got to clean that up moving forward if you're Anthony Davis. Second leading scorer was Anthony Davis was the third leading scorer. Second leading scorer was PJ Washington. He really struggled as well, though, ending with 14 points on 4 of 12 from the field, 3 of 7 from deep, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and also had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Had 5 turnovers himself. So both Anthony Davis and PJ Washington have to take better care of the ball moving forward for the Dallas Mavericks. Right out the starting 5 was Klay Thompson and Derek Lively the second. Derek Lively ended with 6 points on 3 of 3 from the field and also added 1 steal, I believe. Yep, 1 steal. And then Klay Thompson ended with 6 points as well on 2 of 8 from the field, 2 of 7 from deep, and also had 2 rebounds and an assist. Definitely going to need more from Klay Thompson moving forward if you're the Dallas Mavericks. Off the bench, Max Christie, the former Laker, played very as well as Daniel Gafford. Christie ended with 11 points on 5 of 8 from the field, 1 of 4 from deep, 0 of 2 from the free throw line, and also had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. That is what he is known for. He is known for his defense. And he played fantastic defense against the Lakers. And he produced very well offensively as well. And that is what the Mavericks are going to need him to continue to do moving forward in order to potentially make the playoffs if they win both of their play-in games. Daniel Gafford ended with 10 points in 15 minutes on 4 of 6 from the field, and also had 6 rebounds and 3 assists, as well as 2 blocks. And then Caleb Martin, I believe, Caleb Martin ended with 9 points on 3 of 7 from the field, and also had 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and added 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. And then Spencer Dinwiddie played a lot of minutes, but he wasn't very aggressive offensively, but he did distribute the ball very well. And with 4 assists and 3 rebounds, only shot it 1 time, making 1 3, and they got to the line once, making both free throws, so accounting for 5 points and 29 minutes. But if I were the Mavericks, I would tell him to be more aggressive because when he is more aggressive, it makes them more dangerous. So we'll see if he's more aggressive moving forward for the Mavericks. And then Dwight Powell played 2 garbage time minutes since it was a blowout, and he didn't do anything except get 1 rebound. Overall, the Mavericks shot 50% from the field, 34% from deep, 69% from the free throw line. Both teams struggled from the free throw line again. Both teams have to work on getting that to 80% or above. And then the Mavericks turned it over way too much. 19 total turnovers as a team, really letting the Lakers get out and run whenever they wanted. And that is a big reason why they were blown out in this game. So definitely got to take better care of the ball. Moving forward, if you're the Mavericks, we'll see if they can bounce back in their next game tonight. And then for the Lakers, we'll see if they can clinch the 3 seed tonight against the Houston Rockets.